Recently, RenWeb introduced their new website. Supposedly the website's going to work on multiple browsers, but for this case, we're going to work with Firefox. If you'll notice, I'm already at the RenWeb.com site. This will be the way it looks from now on. It will have the RenWeb1 look to it. So in this case, you're just going to type in your credentials and log in. You're going to notice a little bit different look to it. It takes you to the home page. You do have a home page when you launch RenWeb now, but now it's going to look a little different, and your tools are going to be up in the left-hand corner where I'm pointing, and also your logout information and other information about the school over on the other side. Notice the year and the term lies here. Clicking on the menu on the other side, you'll see that you now have the different aspects of RenWeb that you'll be using, different elements. If you go to My Classroom, then you'll see that it does have a look similar to Google Classroom, where you have the blocks with the different classes. You can customize those. That lies there. You can change the colors to kind of help them be a little bit more identifiable, maybe. Bet you there's not a third green. No, there wasn't. Well, we'll use purple. And then the digital skills classes, where I can put them in like this. So anyway, maybe that would make it a little bit different to view. As you click on a classroom, you'll notice that it looks a little bit different. It defaults to the attendance chart. It does have the day of the week there. You will be able to use your mouse wheel or at least the toolbar on the side to scroll up and down. Again, it has a totally different look to it. Anytime you see a triangle, that means that there is an opportunity to select something different, a different option. Under attendance then is the main one. That's where you're going to find the different aspects or different elements that you use in RenWeb. For example, if you need to go to Gradebook, it's here. Notice how Gradebook has a little bit different look to it. Okay, a lot bit different look to it. But you still can do work within here. It's okay because you can go to the summary, and then notice how in this bar now, it's like it's in layers. You have a layer here, you have a layer there. The layer here now gives you the different parts of your gradebook that you assign. If you assign different categories, you'll have that. Now you notice that there's another layer here. You've got another layer here to go to each individual lesson that you graded. And you'll notice that it's laid out exactly in horizontal now, not so much vertical anymore. So going into that, then you can edit the assignment, and in editing then you would be able to change the different parts of that and tell how you want it to be, how you want it to look up, and if you want to copy this assignment to another class, you can do that within this part. Notice how there's another thing called standards. We don't have that set up at the moment. I'm sure we could if we needed to. Lots of little features that I'm not going to really get into at this point, just to let you know that is the way it works. And then we can go to the different parts of your gradebook if that's something that you need to do, and then of course go back to the summary to look at the overall. Again, you would have to go to, is it the communications field, to email students or create an email message if you wanted to message your classroom. We will see this pop up with a menu then that would give us something similar to what we saw in the first RenWeb. Obviously you click the to button here, it looks like. And this is the first time I'm using this. This is a little easier. You can move over your students, whatever grade book you were in. I'm sure then you could find a student, or, oh, this is all students. So I guess you would go down here and pick out your class. So we're going to go enrolled, and you could go by grade. I'm sure you could go by your class, if I could find that. But I can't at the moment. We'll address that later. Oh, there it is. Student, staff, groups, missions. Got a lot of different things there. Obviously, once you move that in there, it would take you back to where you could format your, well, let's move somebody over there. And we got that. We're going to send that to the student. And that should have done it. Maybe custody. Yep, fill that in nicely there. Give it a subject, give it a topic, and give it a send.